Welcome to Monday morning here. It is Trending Stories. Good morning, Frederick. My name is Marco. My beautiful sister, Dani, getting back and better than ever. Make sure you hit share, like, comment. We would love to have you interact with our show here. We appreciate you being right here with us each and every single Monday for Trending Stories. And obviously, we got to get right to it. I don't know, and I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hate here, and that's fine. I don't mind getting the hate here. I don't know that I've ever seen a more boring, ridiculous Super Bowl halftime show. The beginning of it was terrible. All the things they did leading up to it was horrible. The game was terrible. Seriously, and maybe because I hate the Eagles, I'll be honest with everybody. I hate the Eagles. I hate their fans. They're riding right now. But who knows, man? I don't know. To me, it was terrible. But was it just me?
Well, look, I have to agree. You know, even typically being a Commanders fan, you know, we haven't been in it for a long, long time. So it's never one of our teams. But there have been some great Super Bowls over the years. This, to me, is not one of them. And I'm sorry, those of you who love Kendrick Lamar. I thought halftime was awful.
Oh, the sound was terrible. I just thought it was, and again, yeah, I know people love Kendrick Lamar. I don't know, dude. I was not impressed with the commercials. I was not
a fan. And, to me, and I don't know. I don't know how they decide who plays. And I remember reading something years ago that the halftime shows, they don't get paid. It costs them money to be there. Obviously, they're getting a worldwide audience. I don't know about that. And, I saw one, I don't know what's happened to the Chiefs. I mean, to be honest, we do a little, a pool here at my home, when we, Super Bowl Sunday, we have questions and you don't have to know anything about football to win. Basically it is, who's going to run left to right from the screen, who wins the coin toss, what are they going to do? But then there is some, if you go with a specific team and who's going to be leading first, second, third quarter. I cannot tell you how I thought this was going to be a way, way closer game, to be honest. I thought the Chiefs would at least score.
I mean, dude, it was 34-0 in the third quarter, and I'm like, bro, I've started the fourth. I'm like, what are we doing? This is the worst. Patrick Mahomes looked horrible. You could tell he just was terrible.
And the turnovers are just crazy. I mean, to be honest. But I did love, there was at one point in the game, they show a solo shot of Taylor Swift up in the booth by herself. No one's around her. She's standing there like staring daggers out onto the field. And I'm just thinking, boy, she's looking right at Roger Goodell saying, dude, you better turn this stuff around very quickly.
Yeah.
Or there will be no more Swifties loving the NFL. So.
Well, these Eagle fans are it's going to be the worst next 4 months. They're still rioting and burning down Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So congratulations to them. Whatever. I mean, they're just some of the most annoying fans. Go ahead and hit me up with the comments and let me know and whatever. Whatever. I mean, good job. At least the NFC East was was there. But
I gotta say, our Mama Cone has cheered for the Eagles all day because of that. Because it's closer to us than KC, and I just had to kind of. I didn't. I really thought Kansas City was gonna at least make it competitive. But.
Yeah, well, I couldn't do that. I mean, I couldn't do that because I just can't stomach. I mean, this was the worst of the worst. I mean, I didn't want the Chiefs to three-peat anyway because they're annoying and their fan base is annoying, and then the Eagles are just ridiculous. It was just the worst. Maybe that's I don't know.
That's okay. In brighter news. Our very own number 5, Jaden Daniels.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Rookie of the year.
Offensive player of the year.
Well, rookie. He got rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year.
Offensive rookie of the year. Offensive rookie of the year, yeah.
Offensive rookie of the year, yeah.
And he got the play of the year, which was the immaculate the Hail Mary against Chicago that propelled Chicago, never won a game after that, and we won a bunch after that. So, So there's at least that. He was there. Getting his awards, and that was great. And I don't know if you've seen his mom. His mom cracks me up, man. Boy,
she does. She's like, no girls getting near that.
Boy, he's like, oh, she said that? Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I can see
So
so when somebody said, "Oh, did you expect blah blah blah?" and he's like, "No." Like he
Yeah.
is, I don't know. Even if it's an act, he's just amazing. I
Yeah.
just love him.
Well, that wraps up the NFL football for 2025. We'll see what happens next year. I'm excited to see what the Commanders do in preseason or in the offseason, also with the Baltimore Ravens. Obviously, people that watch this show. And again, congratulations to the Eagles. Oh, God, I almost throw up saying that. So, and Lou, now, normally we start the show with like fun, or with stuff that like is meaningful or whatever. But since I'm in a terrible mood, I want to start this show with something that actually makes me feel good. I watched this about 100 times, and it just makes me laugh because I have a drone. This guy, now I don't know why this guy, he's going to fly a drone off of a boat, which number one is a stupid ass idea. Number two, why would you hold the drone over the side of the edge? I don't know, but this is the best in the entire world. I mean, right into the water. I mean, watch his face. Okay.
His face is real. Look.
Now watch his hands, because he's still controlling it like it's out there. And just listen to what he says.
All right, that was the end of that drone. Usually you can do a takeoff like that, but I don't know what happened. I've done it multiple times before. That was the first drone that I've lost in the sea ever.
That was the first drone that I've lost in the sea ever, he says. The best part about this video are, look at the comments here. $300 in the toilet. You moving the controls after is sad comedy. And one of my favorites, well, why hold it over the edge? That's what I said. It's now a submarine, one of my favorites.
Check the black box.
Yeah. The one that's the best, here's the best comment. I don't know how it's down here. It's very hard for me to believe that was the first drone you lost at sea, because it was so easy.
Well, when you sent me that, I had to laugh really hard because there was a Christmas.
Yeah. Now that wasn't a drone, that was a helicopter. This is before drones got popular, and apparently you're supposed to just use this one helicopter inside.
Indoor use only.
And my son, I think Josh,
our nephew,
Josh,
nephew.
yeah, I think he was like 10.
Not 2 minutes did that thing come out of the box, and it took off, and it never
stopped.
returned.
I mean, they say it's still going, actually. It's actually halfway to Mars at this point.
I saw images of the space station, and I swore I just saw it circumventing the Earth.
Yeah. Everyone thought they saw orbs in the sky in New Jersey. That was the helicopter that was from 10 years ago. Still flying.
I mean, it was terrible because literally your son had just opened it. Excited.
And that was the best. Outside. That's the best present that I got him, boy. So we opened that thing, still had the wrapper on it. Boy, we just started it right up, and it just went up, and away, and never came back. So that was so that was a little disheartening. So there you go. That it's funny. The comments crack me up on that.
The comments crack me up on pretty much every TikTok video. So I have to ask you a question. You're on TikTok, so my husband's TikTok feed is very different from mine.
Yeah.
Have you been watching or getting on your feed about Doug's winter party?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Oh my gosh, it's like worldwide now. How do you guys not get this on your feed? It's so crazy.
No, I don't know. Did you send me the thing?
Well, I'm sure I did way long time ago, but I played it on my show on Friday. So this elderly gentleman, he's 84 years old. His name is Doug, lives in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Walked around to his neighbors, handing them handwritten invitations to his winter celebration party, which is coming up this Saturday, February 15th. And he wrote, "Just bring yourselves and your smiles. He will have food and beverages. And the hours are 4 p.m. until the cops arrive," is what he wrote on the invitation.
Right.
So he was caught on Ring camera from one of his neighbors. She read about the invitation. I'm telling you now, all you got to do is go into TikTok and start typing in Doug. You'll see the thousands of videos. But I posted, well, I didn't get an invite to Doug's winter party, but I'd like to send some goodies. So his daughter reached out to me, and I'm going to be posting his goodie box today.
Nice.
Because it's not a party without goodie bags. And of course, Good Morning Frederick wanted to be a part of it. But you got to now go look because it is a brilliant, heartwarming, feel the love. If you want to rekindle some feel good stuff, I implore you to go look that up on social media.
Nice. Well, you know what? It's always good to hear fun, good stories and stuff like that because what we're going to get to next is not now. If you're familiar with the first 4 years of Donald Trump's presidency, you know about the Trump derangement syndrome, and that's kind of been going on. But there's a new one called the Elon Musk derangement syndrome. Things I've never seen before. I don't know if you saw this take place, but just listen for a second. This is at the Department of Education.
These are congressmen.
Congressmen.
And
members of Congress.
Elected officials banging on the doors of a government building. This poor security guard.
Poor guy, dude.
This guy. Don't
We're
lock the door.
coming
We're coming
in. Sounds like an insurrection.
Yeah.
Who are you, sir? Do you have business here? Yes.
And they're all yelling.
All yelling. And I want to skip to the part that Maxine Waters.
Yeah.
Where's your ID?
It's not good enough.
That's not good
It's
enough.
not good enough.
I mean, this is just an insane. Now, this is probably the first time that these people have actually been to the Department of Education in their entire, just to make some sort of a point. Now, of course, they somehow have gotten a judge to say not even the defense secretary can be a part of the secretary of Treasury can even be able to look inside of the Treasury because of payments and all this stuff that they think Elon Musk is in there siphoning off emails and phone numbers so he can. The guy's a billionaire. He could care less what you have in your bank account.
First of all, the secretary of the Treasury. These people are losing their minds. I got a bunch of I got called out on social media on Friday from some people here in Frederick and government who don't agree. But the fear mongering that the liberals are doing is a disservice to everyone. Number one.
Dude,
number
if you
two,
hold on a second, I want to cover you because listen, if you think that Elon Musk is in there trying to get your information so he can steal your identity, you have to be a moron. I mean, give me a
here's
break.
What they're saying. First of all, and what I should have said on Friday, the terminology the line they're using is like random 19-year-olds. First of all, that's ageist. I don't know why you think just because some kids are these workers are 19, 20, 24 they're smarter than 90% of us, number one.
Oh, yeah.
Number two, the Secretary of the Treasury has come out and said they have read-only access only. They are looking at payments on a grand scale, not your phone numbers or addresses. And I'll tell you this, if they wanted to find you, they would do it, and they don't need the government's freaking servers to do that. Trust me.
Yeah.
These guys have literally written the books
Between
on data.
Between that and saying that he wants your money when it's obviously not about that. It's about the money he's finding, about fraud, waste, and abuse that we have known in the last 40 years. The government cannot take your money and do anything good with it. There's nothing good about it. But the exposure of this fraud, waste, and abuse. I'm so glad every TikTok I watch, because let me tell you something. Here's what I don't understand. Whether you're left or right, take your check this week, and if you make $1,000, that $350 they take out, that's the money that they're taking from you, and they're sending it to these places. That is ridiculous. I do not agree with any of that stuff, and how anybody can sit there and say it's about other stuff than that it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, and I agree. This is what I said. I don't understand why people are freaking out that we're going line by line on every dollar coming out of our treasury going overseas, why would you be upset by that? If everything is above board and the reasoning for the money is doing something that we all agree we should be doing, which is zero, to be honest, but if it was, it'll start up again.
Yeah.
But right now, what is the big deal of the pause? Putting
It's
a
insane.
pause on this and seeing where the money is going. What we all know, and this is what kills me a little bit or a lot, the transparency, if you're on our side of things, you've always known this fraud. Well, actually, if you've just been an American, you know about all the fraud, waste, and abuse. We've been talking about it for 50 years, spending $10,000 on a toilet seat, $500 for a stapler, all that crap. The fact, though, that we now know that money that was supposed to go, that we all agreed, okay, let's send it to the Haitians to rebuild after that storm, when 80 million of the 85 million ended up going to Chelsea Clinton and paying for her wedding rather than helping those people devastated by that storm in Haiti.
Yeah.
Well, how can you not be furious?
Yeah, or the fact that, even everybody that was gung-ho about sending all the money to Ukraine to find out now 177 billion, he doesn't even know where the other 100 billion went to yet, because this is how the government launders money into these black projects and all this other stuff. If you think they spent $25 million for condoms, you're insane. They just put that down. They took that $25 million and they spent it somewhere else, unbeknownst to the American.
Mostly coming back to these people in this government.
Yeah,
mostly coming back in payouts and handshakes and deals and all that stuff, because you cannot tell me you can, I saw somebody post something the other day, you have senators and Congress people who go in making $150,000 a year, and they come out every year, they're worth $6 million, $12 million, $25 million. How is that possible? And somebody wrote, investments and this and that. I'm sorry. You can invest 100% of your $160,000 salary, $70,000 salary, whatever it is. There's no way within a year or two you're at $6, $9, $12 million.
No, they just put.
That's not the way it works. Not legally and above board.
Yeah, Ilhan Omar apparently now is worth $85 million. She's only been in Congress for 5 years. It's insane. I mean, and everyone knows it. That's the thing. That's what I don't understand, why, if you're on the left, why you're so mad. It's like you're mad at the messenger and not at the people stealing from you, which is just bizarre. But I hope something gets done. It never does. These people never go to prison. No. Nothing ever happens to them. But at least it seems like some Americans are waking up and finally being like,
hopefully there are some checks and balances now that are being put in place that Elon is recommending, like, hey, put something in the memo to let us know. Hey, let's code everything like every other accounting firm needs to do, like you and I need to do when we file our taxes. Everything has to be coded to what you're spending it on. I think our government should do that. And I think, to be honest, the American people should be able to see those ledgers live every single day. It should be on the website, what they're paying out and who it's going to.
Yeah, I think, and obviously with the blockchain, I think this is all going to be possible, to be honest with you, the next 5, 10, 15 years. Also, I would rather just have my tax dollars go to stuff that I want to. I don't want my tax dollars to go to Sesame Street in Iran, whether you think that's a great idea or not.
Right.
I think you should be able to,
is I should be able to keep as much of my money as I can, and I get to divvy it out.
Exactly.
I don't need the government to demand my money and they decide what to do, Republican or Democrat.
No.
I want to decide what I want to do. I want to give to local charities. I want to help the local firefighters. I want to do that. I don't want my money stolen from me to do that on my behalf.
It's clear that these people in Congress and in the House have no idea what they're doing or care anything about our money or us. It's been obvious for years. Hopefully that'll be something that we can do with a bunch of different things. So, all right. Well, listen. What else do you have going on here today? Because I know this show is packed.
Yeah, the show is packed. We just wrapped up our African Americans of Excellence exhibit that kicked off on Wednesday. I am going to continue to highlight some of the artists, some of the honorees, and some of the people behind the education component that kids can do worldwide to become commissioned artists. So we're going to be going over all of that throughout the rest of the show. And of course, we've got Pawsome Pets. We can find, hopefully, your next furry friend will be out for that too. And that's coming up later in the show.
Oh, love that. Well, Danny, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you each and every day and what you do here for Good Morning Frederick. Whether you're on the left or the right, we love you. Everybody is a family here, and everybody is welcome in this space. Make sure you hit share, like, comment. We would love to hear your thoughts, and if you think we're right or wrong, we would love to hear that too, because this is an open forum, and I look forward to all of the stuff you got going on here today.
All right. Have a great day. Happy Monday. Have a great week.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you very much. It is Good Morning Frederick and Trending Stories.
Trending steady.
It's trending on Twitter.
It's huge. It's trending all over the internet.